Oh, first off, congratulations to Randolph-Macon and their ODAC championship. Pedro and I have become good friends over the year. Pedro Rose is their head coach. We've become good friends. We share a lot of different ideas in the off season. It's always fun, but also anxious to play your friends in the playoffs. But anyway, congratulations to them. I thought our guys came out and played fantastic early on, particularly on offense. Guys did some great things. We needed to jump on them early. They were nationally ranked defensively against the run. We felt it important for us to establish the pass game very early. We were able to do that, mostly with John and Luke. And from there, I thought the team played very well overall.
Questions? You get that early touchdown, and then a quick turnover, another touchdown. You got 14-0 before you blink. Does that? How big was that to get off to that quick move like that?
I think it's huge in any game, but certainly in the postseason. We've actually talked about that early this week, because you never know what's going to happen in those first couple of minutes, and you don't. If it works against you, you don't want to be stunned and just trying to recover. We watched Louisville and Houston the other night and referenced that and the game that happened there. So again, I thought our guys took advantage of an early turnover, got a 14-0. That put us in a good position.
Luke, I think you had 300 receiving yards all season. Were you expecting to come in here and get more targets today, or did it just work out that way?
I think a little bit of both.
Okay.
There were definitely certain plays that we really wanted to hit on and connect, and we were able to do that today. And then, then it's just John finding the right guy, and today it happened to be me. So.
Days, because he and I are local, we see it for Randolph-Macon, and they've had a good defense, but it seems like today they could not keep up with you. Either like the defensive backs couldn't keep up with the receivers, or the ends couldn't, when the running backs would sweep out, they just had a hard time running you guys down. How do you develop that speed? Is that something you do with recruiting, or once you get the guys, develop that?
We have good players, but to your point, I think Randolph-Macon is really built to stop the run, which most defenses should be. That should be your first priority. And I think they did extremely well, but they also had a lot of safeties up, maybe 10 yards from the football. We felt that we feel one of the real strengths of our team is that wide receiver, and we just thought if we can get some plays there, we could slow them down early. They're very aggressive up front, and I think we threw a whole bunch early on. I'm not sure how many in the first X number of plays. A lot of times there's a run and a pass connected together. But we expected to throw against them, and Luke started the game with a huge play. We had a 4th down conversion in the first drive. People forget there's a lot of things that give you momentum early in the game. So we were fortunate. Some of those things went our way. We were able to capitalize on them.
John, going back to what you said about you two connecting so well today, from your perspective, what were you seeing out there over against their secondary?
Well, as Coach said, they were definitely built us up to run first, and we were just winning our matchups. We had designed plays for a lot of the things. So, luckily, it wasn't even just Luke. Obviously, had an amazing game, but it was a bunch of guys making plays in certain situations. And got to give credit to Randolph-Macon's defense. They didn't stop after we got up on them. They had a lot of batted down passes, a couple turnovers, so they played their hearts out as well. So.
Coach, the Achilles heel for Macon and their one loss in the regular season was Emory and Henry throwing up over the top. Were you aware of that? Was that something you game planned for today?
We weren't aware of exactly the Emory and Henry game. We didn't have that on film, but we thought we'd had some good matchups with our wide receivers. If they played that many people up towards the football, we thought we had some fast guys and some tall guys that can win some matchups. And John did a great job of finding those guys in the matchups that we wanted.
For any of you guys, this is the point where you've gotten the last couple of years in the second round. Is there anything you've learned in the past couple of years that is going to help you get past that point, as far as the way you prepare, as the way the way you game plan?
The thing you learn is as the deeper you go in the playoffs, they're all really good teams. So there's only 16 left right now. There's some differences. Our school's on Thanksgiving break right now, so you've got to deal with that type of stuff, just the logistics. We've got fewer players on campus, but no, we're pleased with being in the final 16 at the moment. We're happy to have another week together. That's our big thing. Really, the wins are great. I think this team's extremely close, and I can't speak for all the guys, but I know they love being together, and we get another opportunity this week, so we're excited about that.
Coach, extra special for you to get win 200 in the postseason.
You know, that's nice. I don't, you know, if I counted things, I'd be in a different business. It doesn't. It's not. There'll be a time to think about those things, and now's not the time. We'll have a great opponent coming up next week, and yeah, we'll enjoy that some other day. But again, I like coaching. I like the preparation each week. I love being with these guys, and I'm excited about another week coming up.
Can you talk about your discussion with the team? There were points in the game where it seemed like the momentum really could have shifted. I mean, there were the 2 punts towards the end of the second quarter, the interceptions in the third quarter, and it just didn't really seem to phase you guys at all. What were you? How do you approach those sort of situations? You know, obviously you've had a lot of success. The team knows how to win. What's the key to that?
We talk about it. We confront it. Or we expect it. It's going to happen. And again, the more good teams you play, things will happen. And you know, it's how you react to that. We talk about that in things outside of football. How you react to things in life. It's not that tough to come back from a turnover or a block kick or something like that. So I think our guys have done a remarkable job this year in general and over the last couple of years of just staying focused and understanding it's all about the next play.
Any other questions? Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Go right out that door. Kind of